Thomas, can you explain something to me? Don't think I didn't see what was going on.
What are you talking about, Jessica? I don't understand what you're referring to.
During class today, I saw you had your eye on Molly, even though you have me.
Well, you think I was gazing at Molly all during class?
I don't know, you seem like you were looking her way. Do you like her or something? What exactly is your relationship with her?
Of course not. It's nothing like that. Why would you think that?
You were acting suspicious. It was like you weren't focusing during class because she was in the room. And she's pretty cute, isn't she? Don't you think she's got a lot of charming things about her?
I won't lie that I heard people say she looks beautiful, but I'm not gonna betray you, Jessica. You're my girlfriend. I'd never try and go after someone else when I already have you in my life.
I didn't ask if you heard if other people thought she was attractive. I was asking your opinion. Are you going to answer my question?
I think she's got a lot going for her, but that's not important.
So, you do think she's pretty. You probably think she's much more attractive than me. That's why you were watching her during class.
That's not what I think at all. You have to believe me. I'd prefer you over her any day of the week. You're my type.
Are you really being honest with me, Thomas?
Of course I am.
Are you sure? Can I trust you?
Why wouldn't you? You know that I care about you more than anyone else.
Thanks. I'm so happy to hear that. I love you, Thomas. Thanks for saying that.
And I love you too, Jessica. So don't worry about me abandoning you, okay?
Thomas, what are you up to? Are you busy right now? If you got time, I'd like to chat with you.
Sorry, I don't have time. I've got to study for the test that's coming up.
You? Studying? I don't remember you ever seeing you were studying before. But now that I think about it, you would need to catch up on what you missed. You were quite occupied with something else during class, weren't you? No wonder you're already studying this early in the day.
What do you mean I was occupied during class?
I saw you looking at me during class. Our eyes must have met at least 8 times by the end of the lecture.
That was because you kept looking at me all class. If anyone was occupied during class, I think it was you. I only looked your way because you wouldn't stop looking my way.
Are you sure it's not the other way round?
I'm sure. I don't need any kind of drama in my life.
That reminds me, how are things with Jessica recently?
How are things? Well, they're completely normal. Why are you asking me?
Oh, it's been 3 months already since you started dating Jessica, right? Aren't you getting bored with things yet? I hope you two haven't been fighting. Not that I'd be surprised if you were. When was the last time you had an argument with her?
I don't have time for this. I have to get back to studying.
Oh, don't go. I have something to tell you first. I like you, Thomas.
What?
I'm interested in you. I've been interested in you for a long time now.
Why are you telling me this? What do you have to gain from letting me know this?
I know you've been dating Jessica and that saying this isn't really a good time, but I can't help myself anymore. I have too many feelings bubbling inside me that I just had to tell you. If you're okay with it, I want to come to your house tomorrow and visit you. And I'm okay if you still want to be with Jessica, but I was hoping you'd still want to have me on the side. You know, something like friends with benefits.
I'm not gonna do that, Molly. That's a line I'm not gonna cross. I'm sorry. Even if I still get to stay together with Jessica, messing around with you would still be cheating. I can't do that. You'll have to find someone else to ask out. I'm not open.
So, nothing I say is going to change your mind?
There's no way that I could stay with Jessica and hang out with you at the same time. It'd be a betrayal of trust.
Okay, I understand, Thomas. I won't ask you again. It'd be wrong of me to keep pressuring you like this.
Thank you. I'm gonna get back to studying now, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, thanks for giving me the time of day. Great job, Thomas. You passed the test.
Pass the test? The test isn't until a couple of days. I'm glad you're confident in me, but you should say that after I really take the test.
I'm not talking about our math class. I'm talking about Molly's messages. Didn't she just confess her feelings to you?
What? How did you know about that?
Thank you so much for turning her down. It meant a lot to me. I know now that I can trust you, Thomas. You proved yourself today.
I proved myself? Jessica, you didn't ask Molly to do this, did you?
I did? Don't worry. From how you responded to her, I'm not worried at all. I'm glad Molly agreed to help me with this. It made this a lot easier to figure out. I told Molly to fake confess to you so I could see how you'd react.
You did what?
I was so nervous when she was texting you, but when you passed, I was so happy.
So this was nothing more than a setup?
It wasn't a setup. It was more like an affirmation of love.
How is this an affirmation of love? I don't feel good about this.
Are you mad at me? All for seeing how you were really feeling?
There were a lot of better ways to figure out my feelings towards you, Jessica.
I don't know why you'd be mad at me over this.
Did you really not trust me that much that you had to trick me like this?
But it was just a little test. I don't see the problem.
You made another girl lie for you to find out if I'd betray you. It makes me uncomfortable.
But I was so worried if you were being honest with me.
It's not normal to make your friends confess their feelings to your boyfriend so that you can find out the truth.
Are you sure? I got the idea from someone else. I think it's pretty common.
So if I did the same thing to you, you wouldn't be upset?
Not at all. Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
Really? I don't know. All of this just seems wrong. It's like you have no faith in me.
Just how angry are you at me right now? You aren't going to break up with me, are you?
I'm not sure. I have to think things over.
Think over things? But what did I do wrong? All I wanted is to know that you really loved me. I don't know why that has to be a problem. I don't want to break up, Thomas. That's why I was testing you in the first place. All of this was for us. Don't take this the wrong way because you think I don't trust you.
I've got to get back to studying, Jessica. I don't have time to talk right now.
But I'm sorry. I need you to answer me so you can hear how sincere I am. Answer the phone, please. Sorry again about yesterday, Thomas. I should have known that it wasn't right to do that to you.
It's okay, Molly. You already apologized after class today. You don't have to say another thing. You said plenty earlier today. I forgive you.
Thanks. I'm glad you aren't upset, but what about Jessica? Are you still upset with her? I couldn't help but blame myself if you and her were split after what I did yesterday.
That wasn't your fault. Jessica basically forced you to do this for her. I'd be wrong to put the blame on you when you didn't want to do this in the first place.
But I still could have said no. I was too much of a coward to not stand up for myself.
It's fine, honest. Don't worry about it.
Are you going to break up with Jessica, though? You still haven't answered that. Have you decided yet, or are you still thinking things over?
I'm still mulling over it. There's a lot I'm still so worried about. Jessica wouldn't stop trying to call me yesterday, but I just couldn't bring myself to answer. I wasn't in the mood to talk.
I see. I just hope you two figure out things. It'd be too bad if things had to end over this.
I don't know, maybe this is a red flag that's letting me know that I shouldn't stay with her.
Maybe. Sorry, it isn't my place to tell you what to do. I'll stop texting you now. I'm sure Jessica would only get more riled up if she saw you texting me.
Okay, oh, so sorry for getting you wrapped up in all of this.
Thomas, can't you please pick up the phone? Have you not gotten over what happened yet? How many times do I have to tell you I'm sorry before you start taking my calls again?
This isn't something you can fix by trying to call me non-stop every day. After what has been happening recently, I need time to think about what I want to do. Rushing me isn't going to help.
But what I do? Are you saying there are things I did besides forcing Molly to fake confess to you?
I've started to realize that you've been showing signs of distrust in me for a while now. You take my phone and look at my texts and emails without even asking me. You even once changed the password on my phone. What happened a few days ago really opened my eyes up to how rocky our relationship is.
I was worried, Thomas. Can you blame me for being worried? I did all that because I love you. There's no other reason I'd do that.
It doesn't matter your intentions. You earned respect in my space. And what you did was going too far. It's like you didn't trust me at all.
This was me expressing my love for you, and I needed to be certain you weren't cheating on me. I don't want you to dump me because I was a little careless. I am not going to give up until you forgive me for everything. I'll do whatever it takes to make you see that breaking up with me is a mistake.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me that. Hey Mark, sorry for messaging you out of nowhere, but I need your help. You need help? Does this have something to do with your girlfriend, Thomas? Wait, how did you know it was about that? Word has gotten out about what happened between you two. It'd be obvious just looking at you two. You two have been pretty distant recently. It's quite a noticeable change. I guess when you put it like that, it will be pretty clear things weren't going well. So Molly really gave you a fake confession of love, right? The details of what happened really got out that quickly, huh? No, it's not that bad. I just asked Molly what happened, that's all. Molly sure seemed embarrassed about it though. I didn't mean to make her feel guilty. But what was that favor you wanted then? I wanted you to fake confess to Jessica. There's something I want to test. Huh? Oh! I get what you're trying to do. I'm seeing if she's really honest about what she told me a few days ago. If she really turns you down and keeps her word, I'll consider working things out with her. So you're fighting fire with fire. Not a bad idea, actually. So do you want me to do this right now or like in a few days? I'd do it sooner than later. If you don't mind, it'd help me a lot if you could get it out of the way. I guess you don't want to drag this out any longer, huh? I can't say I blame you. Don't worry, I'll do it as soon as we're done here. I don't want you concerned about this any longer. Oh, thanks. That'll be a load off my shoulders. I'm as interested in how she'll react as you are. If anything, this might even be kind of fun. But are you sure you want me to ask this? Maybe you should ask more of an attractive guy. You're the perfect person for this, Mark. That's why I'm asking you to do this for me. If you say so. I don't remember you ever letting me know I was amazingly handsome, though. Hey, if you want someone to compliment your looks, ask one of your female friends. It'd be weird if I called you hot. You're right. Anyhow, I'll let you to it then. I'll let you know what she texts me back. Thanks again. I'm done messaging Jessica. The results are in. Oh, well, that's good to hear. What did she say to you then? Did she say anything I should be concerned about? How about I let you read what she sent me? I can send you all of our messages. Let's do that then. I'll see for myself what she's really like. Jessica, mind if I talk to you for a second? There's something I wanted you to know.
Mark? What is it?
I've heard recently that you and Thomas were having relationship troubles.
That's one way to put it. How I see it is that he's being too stubborn.
That's too bad. I'm sorry things aren't better.
It's like he's completely lost it. I didn't even do anything wrong.
In that case, how about you start going out with me?
You mean start dating you, Mark?
Yeah, what do you say? I've always thought that you were pretty cute, and I never could ask you out with Thomas dating you.
So you'd be fine with dating me if I agreed to dump Thomas?
If that's okay with you. If you don't want to do that, I understand.
I'd actually be great with that. I also like you too, Mark. I'm so happy to hear that you like me.
Huh? Really?
Didn't you have a girlfriend before I started dating Thomas?
I did, but she's already broken up with me. She's long gone.
I only wish you weren't dating her at that time. I would have gone straight to you instead.
I never knew you felt that way, Jessica.
How could I help myself when you're such a great guy? You're on the baseball team, and you're pretty hot too. I always had a thing for guys like you. I'll start dating you right away after I finish dealing with Thomas. I love you, Mark. Thanks for asking me out.
Did you read all of the messages yet, Thomas? I know it's a lot to take in. I read them all right. I can't believe it. But with all the red flags she had, I guess I can't be surprised. It doesn't make me feel any better, though. I'm sorry, Thomas. You didn't deserve this. You aren't really gonna go out with her, right? You didn't do this to me so you could be with her, right? Don't worry, I'd rather not have a crazy girlfriend. And I'm not gonna betray you just like she did. We're friends, Thomas. Good. I thought I'd just double check just in case. Oh, look at that. I just got a message from Jessica. What did she say to you? From what it looks like, it's the start of a breakup talk. Wow, she really works quick, doesn't she? But hey, I want to break up with her too. This is perfect timing. I'll leave you to it then. Good luck. Thanks, I'll put an end to things once and for all. Let me know how it goes. You've involved me enough with this.
We need to talk, Thomas. This isn't working for me.
Isn't working for you? Are you saying that you want to break up with me?
I know you're upset, but I'm done having to feel like this. You shouldn't have been upset with me over something that wasn't a big deal.
Well, that was sudden. What made you make up your mind? You were texting me yesterday about how much you cared about me. Did you find another guy to date?
Huh? Of course not. Even if I did, what's the problem? I'm breaking up with you. If you didn't want this to happen, maybe you should have answered my calls. I tried to apologize so many times and you just ignored me. It's not my fault I started to want to see other guys.
So that's how you see all of this. But I have bad news for you. You aren't gonna date Mark.
Huh? What do you mean?
I can show you our messages if you don't believe me. And if you still don't trust me, you can ask him for yourself.
What are you even talking about?
You must have a million questions right now, like how I know that you wanted to date Mark. But don't worry, I'll give you a brief explanation. I asked Mark to ask you out. He's not actually interested in you. You said if I did it, it'd be fine, so I decided to give it a try. I thought that you would turn any guy down for me. I guess that was a lie.
You tricked me. How could you?
You said it yourself, you won't react if I did this.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
How about you look at our old messages then? It wasn't even that long ago that you said that.
Even if I did say that, you should have known I wasn't serious.
Anyway, back to the main topic. I'd love to break up with you.
No, I don't want this.
Why not?
I'll be single if Mark doesn't start dating me. I don't want to be made fun of. And finding another guy will take forever.
So you only want a boyfriend to look good then? How terrible of you. Then we'd better break up. I want a girlfriend that loves me, not one that wants to use me.
But maybe we can make this work out. Can't you give me a chance?
Nope, not after what you told Mark. Goodbye, Jessica. I blocked Jessica as soon as I said goodbye. I didn't need her calling me constantly like before. I heard that Jessica tried telling everyone that it was my fault and that she did nothing wrong. But people know me. They know I wouldn't do that to someone. And it wasn't long before word got round that she was the one that was trying to cheat on me with Mark. Mark must have told people to make sure that they wouldn't start harassing me. To be honest, I should have never been dating Jessica. She was a fun person, but she just had too much drama that she brought with her. And with what she did to me, she can't be trusted, not by anyone. I'm hoping to find a girlfriend in the future that isn't as unstable as she is. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.